Hi everyone. So today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about mail-in voting. I chose this topic because I've been hearing so much about it lately with the current election coming up, and then also the pandemic leaving people so uncertain of what is safe and what's not when it comes to voting this year. So for the sake of this speech, I did a little bit of reading and I hope to share with you guys what I learned, and also encourage you all to show up to the polls in November and actually have your vote be counted. This year and every year, it's so important for your vote to count because American politics affect all of us. It affects me, it affects you, and everybody around us. And this year, there has been a lot of controversy going on, and a lot of our rights are in question. You guys can obviously see that with so many of the riots and protests that have been going on. And we just really want to feel like the person in office is going to take our thoughts into consideration and be the change that we all want to see. So as far as mail-in voting goes, I saw something online that said, would you put $500 in an envelope and send it to yourself and trust that you'd get it? And so many of the comments were saying no, that they wouldn't trust it, they don't trust the United States postal system and things like that. And it kind of got me thinking, because I was like, if you wouldn't trust sending money in the mail, why would you trust sending your vote in the mail? And then I did a little bit of reading for the sake of this speech, and I found that there have been countless errors in the mail-in voting process this year. And just yesterday, actually, in New York, everyone got like their ballots in the mail, and there were so many complaints because people weren't getting their actual ballots in the mail. They were getting a ballot with like their neighbor's name or the name of someone that they've never even heard of before. So there's already errors in the ballots just being sent out to people. They're not even being sent to the right people. So that's also a huge concern. And then if we look at the primaries this year, there were tons of errors. So many of the votes got thrown out because there were a lot of human error. Like people were forgetting to sign. In some of the spots, people weren't putting the postmarks on right. They weren't sealing the envelopes right, things like that. There was a lot of human error. I think it was like 500,000 votes or something like that got completely disqualified and thrown out. So, you're not really guaranteed your vote to count if you send it in, because you could make some errors along the way. Another concern is that the United States Postal Service also sent out a thing saying that they can't even guarantee that your ballots are going to get there in time to actually be counted. So that's the Postal Service themselves telling all of us Americans that they are not going to guarantee that our votes are going to get there in time to even be counted. So the safest way to make sure your vote is counted is just to go to the polls in person this November, actually vote, get your vote counted. It's so much safer, it's less likely to be like rigged or whatever. So I think it's very important for us all to go do that. If we can be going to work, going to school, going out to eat, things like that, it's completely safe to be going out to the polls. You can wear a mask, you can social distance, things like that. So I hope that from this video you guys have learned a little bit about the errors in mail-in voting, and I hope it encourages you guys to all vote in November.